Memorial Day sales are here. I know a lot of us have been holding off on spending some money this month in anticipation for what deals might be happening during the Memorial Day sales period. And if you're looking to go solar this summer, now might be the time to pull the trigger on some gear. So you guys know here at the lab, not only are we about giving you guys honest feedback and opinions, but we also like to save you guys some money where we can. So this Memorial Day, we negotiated with some of our favorite brands to get you guys some of the best deals on the internet. At least that's what we were told. We're gonna share some of the deals that these companies and our favorite brands are having. We also have codes that stack on top of these deals, so make sure you guys pay attention. We will leave links to everything in the description down below in case at any point you get confused or you missed anything. Go down there and check it out. And so today in this video, we're gonna be talking about solar gear, meaning batteries, inverters, panels, anything that we would call like a traditional solar kit. We're also gonna make an entire video on portable power and power stations. So if you guys are looking for something along that line, make sure you check out our other video. And before we get into it, all the links and everything are affiliate links. It doesn't cost you guys any more money, but it helps put food in tiny baby's tummy. So make sure you feed the hungry little grumbler in the corner, and let's get into it. So we're gonna start out with Signature Solar. All the deals that we talk about have been confirmed, at least with us, to be going to at least the end of Memorial Day on Monday. Things are obviously subject to change. Companies wake up and do whatever they want every day. It's very hard to keep track of, but we are told this will be good for the weekend and Monday. If it changes, we're sorry. So first up, Signature Solar carries almost all of the brands and products that we would actually recommend. So this is almost like a blanket, I would say. There's a lot of companies and products you can buy within Signature Solar. Siggy's just kind of having some of the better deals. Quite frankly, there aren't many other retailers that we would recommend buying from, let alone retailers that are actually even having decent sales. So this is kind of where it's at, starting off with their battery deals. So this is going to include products like the EG4LL and Life Power 4 server rack batteries. We got the wall mount batteries, Power Pro batteries. It also stretches to batteries from Big Battery and other brands. You guys have seen us talk about the Husky batteries and tons of other stuff on the channel. So all the batteries that you can get on Signature Solar's website right now have a very weird tiered discount situation going on.
It's a weird deal, but it's pretty damn good if you buy more than one.
So basically the offer that they have on batteries is buy more, save more. You get 3% off one battery, 6% off two batteries, or 9% off 3 or more batteries, which 9% plus our $50 coupon code does add up.
9% doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're spending thousands of dollars, it adds up pretty quick.
It adds up big time. So you can also use the code TheSolarLab50 and it'll save you an extra $50. That code is stackable on top of that deal. Next, they're having a 10% off hybrid inverters deal. So any hybrid inverter that they have, that ranges from any of the Flex Boss with the Grid Boss, 18K PV, any of their hybrid inverter lineup from EG4, as well as some other brands like Growatt and EP Cube. They're all underneath that sale. And that sale is gonna be 10% off. Plus, you could save $50 if you use the code TheSolarLab50, which again, 10% doesn't sound like a monumental amount, but when you're starting to add all these things to your cart, these percentages do start to add up. If you're here because you're trying to buy solar panels, wait till Monday. Monday, they're having a special Memorial Day Monday sale. They weren't very clear about what exactly that is. We'll make an update video on the Monday for you guys, or whenever we get the information from them, but they haven't released anything yet. But they did tell us that Monday is the day to buy panels. So if that's what you're in the business for, just hold on a little bit. They're also having a closeout sale. So they're basically having deep discounts on any closeout, refurbished, or open box items, which is huge because sometimes we get open box stuff and it works just as good as long as it's gone through the ringer and they made sure that it's verified basically, then you're good to go, saves you some extra money, why not? And they're also throwing a couple little additives on their extra, like a military discount. You get an extra 5% off inverters and system components if you're military personnel. We're assuming you're gonna have to call in to verify that one somehow. And they also have a flat rate shipping threshold. So basically, once you spend over $5,000, which is a lot, but in 2025, it's like really not hard to do. You sneeze, it costs $5,000. They're gonna have $150 flat rate shipping on orders over $5,000, which is again, just pretty impactful because this stuff is heavy. You're not buying socks and underwear, you're buying batteries and inverters and thousands of pounds of components. Shipping gets out of hand very quickly, so $150 is like an amazing deal for shipping. And so that's the deals that we know Signature Solar is having at least until Monday. We will update you guys with what the solar panel deal is in and around Monday. Make sure you guys use the code TheSolarLab50. It stacks on top of all the deals that they're gonna be having. And something that Tiny Baby says is some sneaky information is that if you call, so we've heard, if you call and try to buy a kit from them, they will hook you up with like specific discounts, as you're saying, on the kits.
I'm actually just making this up, but I know for a fact if you give them a call and they've got sales on, they'll provide you with discounts in order to buy the product. Assuming that you're buying batteries, inverters, and panels, which they're having sales on.
There you go. He's just making this up. Everybody give a round of applause for Tiny Baby.
I'm really good at negotiating, and I'm just giving you some tricks on how to do the same.
So that's it for Signature Solar. The other place that we would recommend you guys get solar gear is Shop Solar. Now, Shop Solar's got a little bit less going on. The one thing that we would recommend you get from Shop Solar that you cannot get from Signature Solar is the Rich Solar Alpha 5 Pro batteries. We talk about them all the time. They're a really good battery. They're cheaper than the EG4 LL server rack batteries, and they're a really good unit. Right now, these Alpha 5 batteries are on sale. Plus, you can get 10% off on Shop Solar's website with our code TSL10. The nice thing that goes with this, and I think it goes with Signature Solar stuff too, is if they run out of stock or if they're low on inventory, whatever, you can use these codes on pre-sale. So sometimes during sales periods, things go out of stock. You could still buy it, still save your money, get all the deals now, and you just get your products a little bit later. We also have a new code for Shop Solar's website that applies to anything. Like we said, we're gonna be making a video on power stations specifically because certain companies are having certain deals that are honestly pretty good. But on Shop Solar's website, whether you're going for batteries, inverters, or you're going for power stations, we have a new code. It's The Lab, and it saves you 4% off site-wide. So anything on their website, you can save an additional 4% off, which is not bad. So whether you're trying to buy inverters and batteries, or you're trying to buy an Anchor or an EcoFlow product, you can use the code The Lab, and it saves you that 4% off site-wide. And it says right here in little words, no restriction, no minimum order quantities. That's fire.
Yeah, because our other codes had minimum thresholds. So this is anything. You get 4% off a cable.
And that's Tiny Baby's negotiating skills for you in play. And lastly, we have a note from Alex, who is co-founder at shopsolar.com. The email says, with the tariff news from earlier this week, suppliers are dropping prices again, and we're passing these drops along to the customers. So there will be direct price decreases on top of all the codes and custom deals for Memorial Day, which makes it a great time to buy. Straight from the horse's mouth, they say.
That's not public information.
It's public information now.
Yeah,
it has become public information. So those are the deals that we would recommend that cover most of the products that we recommend this Memorial Day. I know it's only from 2 places, but when it comes to solar gear, like this is where we would recommend you guys buy it. We're not gonna send you on a goose chase buying it from companies that don't even have support. So check these 2 out. If you're in the market for a power station or something more portable, check out our other video, which we're gonna release right after this one. Make sure you guys are all up to speed on what is happening Memorial Day. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our future sales videos when sales periods come out. That is all we got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out and stay charged.